once again for joining us here on your #1 pro wrestling alternative. Thanks for joining us on NWA Wildside. I'm Dan the Dragon Wilson with a very special guest announcer, Scott Hudson. Stephen Prazak on vacation. He'll be back next week. But first, fans, what happened last week? You had to see to believe. The Bunkhouse Brawl, Wildside Tag Team titles, blood, teeth, weapons. It was all I could do to keep from running out of here, fans. But you had to see it to believe it. What do we got this week, Scott?
You won't believe this one. How about a mega rumble? 18 of the toughest men NWA Wildside has on the roster. Slim J is in this. Hot Stuff Hernandez is here. 16 other men are gonna tie up in that very ring for a shot at the most prestigious belt in all of pro wrestling, the NWA Wildside Heavyweight Championship. Who gets the shot? We find out tonight in a mega rumble. That's a main event, Dragon, but this is Wildside. That's not all.
We have a special challenge tag team main event. After 2 weeks ago, the Iceberg suffering his second pinfall loss in history to the 7-foot Stone Mountain. They're gonna collide again, this time in a tag team match. On one side, the 7-foot monster, the Mountain, will team with the Italian monster, Tony Mamalu. They will be taking on the NWA Elite, the championship team of Iceberg and Rain Man, led by that white-collar criminal, Jeff G. Bailey.
Dragon, obviously the cutting edge, reminding Future Shock of exactly how many seconds it took the Lost Boys to wipe them out last time they met. What an embarrassment that must be for the team of Future Shock.
Future Shock here with Mr. Delicious. They're calling for the aftershock right away. Dagon Briggs quick to pull him out there. Jay Freeze tumbles over the top rope. And Mr. Delicious fighting with Brandon P in the ring. There's an Irish whip there. Mr. Delicious hangs onto the ropes.
Over the top, wiped out his own partner.
Wait a minute, here comes one of the signature maneuvers of the cutting edge. Mr. Delicious, Toupee Peanut Cider.
Nicely executed, wiping out both members of Future Shock.
Well, it can certainly change your focus and put your priorities exactly where they need to be when you suffer a shock, pardon the pun, but a shock the level that Brandon P. and Jay Freeze suffered when the Lost Boys beat them in just a matter of seconds 2 weeks ago on Wildside.
Freeze up top, perfectly executed high vertical suplex on Mr. Delicious. Oh, wait a minute. He had Delicious down for the 3 count and would not take it. That usually comes back to bite you right where the sun doesn't shine. Right where I'd like to, well, enough about 7.
The bald pate of Mr. Delicious into the top turnbuckle.
I beg your pardon. You can just sense the rage in the team of Future Shock. Oh!
You can feel the tension in the air. They're just so aggressive here tonight. And Future Shock has always been a team that carried a very high level, a very aggressive nature. But tonight, it's off the charts.
How much more damage can Mr. Delicious take? He has been in there for the longest time, taking this punishment from Future Shock, desperately trying to make the tag to Dagon Briggs. Here comes Delicious right now. A couple of right hands, but oh, man, Freeze into the eyes of Mr. Delicious.
The crisp execution and lethal attack of Future Shock are what make them successful, but Mr. Delicious able to counter and get a DDT right there. And the DDT, a maneuver that's become garden variety in recent years, can be a very effective knockout blow. Tag in.
2 fresh men in the ring. Wow, Brandon just caught a left hand and a left arm clothesline from Dagon Briggs. Shoots him in. Big back elbow.
Mr. Delicious onto the top rope. Dagon Briggs has Brandon P. Rolling fireman's carry slam. Mr. Delicious tumbles to the outside hard.
Little over-enthusiasm that time. Oh, man, now what? Oh!
Baseball slide to the face, and that constitutes the aftershock.
Oh,
Wrestling fans, the winners of this contest, Brendan P. and Jake Briggs.
just a drop too much enthusiasm displayed by the cutting edge. They had things going their way. Finally, Future Shock gets back in the win column.